losing is winning. Never ever think and never ever let yourself down when you lose. Use that energy for you to grow, for you to do more. Don't let yourself down. People learn when they lose. Hi guys, welcome to my podcast. Another episode, another day. Wish you guys a very blessed day. Thank you for all your efforts, all your thoughts in my first episode because it helped me a lot and it also helped other people a lot because of your stories, your experiences. It's really warming with my heart, especially when you share your experiences with other people because it's a bridge for us people to connect. I'm very grateful and very thankful for all of you who listened and who send your thoughts, your comments, everything. It makes me happy. So thank you guys. And I'm also very happy kasi ang dami kong nabudol. Well, not budol. I mean, in a way, na-influence ko sila na makinig ng podcast or audio show. Most likely siguro na-check nyo rin yung mga ni-recommend ko last episode. And I'm gonna be sharing another story again in this episode. So what are we gonna be talking about in this episode is that things that I learned as a 22-year-old guy in this world. First thing that I learned is that never use your phone when you're drunk. Diba? I've done it a lot of times and I hate to say that napahiya ko na yung sarili ko sa ibang tao just because I did it. I drunk called a lot of people lalo na pag I'm very hyper kapag na-influence ako ng alcohol. It's very bad for me. Kaya ngayon most of the time kapag umiinom ako, tahimik na lang ako. Minsan nasa tabi na lang ako and kinakausap ko na lang yung friends ko para lang hindi ako maging magulo. As much as possible, don't use your phone when you're drunk. Kasi you can't control yourself. Most likely alam nyo na yun. And I think most people na nakikinig din have this kind of experience na when they're drunk, they can't control themselves. So actually, my sister showed me something yesterday. It was a video of me drunk calling a girl. It was so funny. I was in my friend's house and she showed me na I was calling this girl na, hey, what's up? What's up, girl? I'm drunk. I'm very, very drunk. Sobra nakakahiya no video na yun. But for me now, it's very funny. But at that time na lasing ako, the day after I was drunk, when I woke up, pinagsisihan ko yun. And kasi first of all, I look dumb, okay? And parang sinabi ko na rin dun sa person na yun that I was calling to. I was like waving a red flag and I was like saying to her na wag mo na ako kausapin kasi it was a turn off. So don't do it. Wag niya na akong gayahin. Learn from your experiences. Learn from other people's experiences. And please wag niya na akong gayahin. Okay? That is why this number 2 thing that I learned is some way somehow connected from the first thing that I learned is that there's no problem with drinking. There's no problem with socializing when you're drinking. There's no problem with it. Don't do it excessively. As in to the point na everyday ka na lang umiinom. I have a lot of friends who, well, not necessarily do it every day but in a way, palagi nilang ginagawa and I tell to them na be responsible, wag kayo masyadong minom kasi it's also bad for your health. Because I've also been there in my early college days, every week, as in non-stop, every week, every Saturday, every Friday and Saturday, lagi ako umiinom. To the point na napabayaan ko na yung schoolworks ko because of it. It was a very bad decision for me. That is why na-realize ko nung time na yun na and ng friend ko na, dude, let's stop this. Huwag na natin gawin to kasi lagi na lang tayo umiinom. And that time, sa totoo lang, I feel bad for my past of doing it. Kasi in the long term, I'll also be the one to pay for what I did in the past. It also applies to other things, hindi lang sa pag-iinom. So matuto tayong kontrolin din natin yung sarili natin and in a way, don't step on the red line. Parang ganun. Basta don't do it excessively. Like don't drink too much. Let's say hindi ka na makapag-drive pauwi. And never ever drive when you're influenced with alcohol. Kasi it's very dangerous. Okay, number 3 thing that I want to talk about. This one's very close to my heart kasi I've been through this a lot of times already. And this is about things won't always work for you. Okay? There are times that you will win and there will be a lot of times that you will lose. Most probably, mas malaki yung chance na natatalo tayo. Papansin yun. Say for example, loto. 'Di ba? Mas marami yung chance na matalo tayo sa loto compared sa manalo. That's the truth. It is also applied in our life. Things won't always work for you. For example, ito na yung second time na i-record ko tong episode na to kasi kahapon hindi ko nagustuhan yung way ng pag-record ko. I don't know, wala siguro ako sa mood ng time na yon. Maybe I was very tired. But with that experience, mas ginanahan akong gawin ulit tong episode na to kasi alam ko na kung ano yung maling ginawa ko and kung ano yung dapat kong gawin. Sometimes things won't work for you. Sometimes they do. Kasi if we always win, in my experience, in the long term we will be weak kasi hindi natin na-experience yung sakit sa pakiramdam na matalo, bumagsak, madapa. It's very important for us to feel those kinds of things. Those things will make us stronger. Another example of things won't always work for you. Back then, I was very in love with this person in the past. And in that time, when we parted ways, hindi ko talaga ma-accept. Sobrang sakit sa puso ko nung nangyari yun. Because there's something in her that I always saw in the past that made me very attached to her. It was a very long time before ako makamove on. As in, ang tagal. My friends know it. Maybe if you ask them, they know. And I was trying to get her back, but my friends let me realize that in a way, I was very selfish. I was only thinking what's best for me and not what's best for her. Things didn't work out for us. And my friends let me realize it. And soon enough, good thing na lang talaga, soon enough, I was able to move on, focus on other things. It also made me realize that okay lang na mag-try. You can go try if things can still work. But there should be a point in time na you need to stop. Why? Because you're already wasting your time. Tsaka wala nang patutunguhan eh. 'Di ba? Why invest your time in something na wala nang halaga? Example nung situation na yon. Do you think this 2020, it's still good to invest in CDs or DVDs? Sa tingin nyo? Let me ask you, sa tingin nyo, maganda pa ba mag-invest ng CDs and DVDs? Di ba wala nang gumagamit nun? So there's no reason na sayangin mo yung oras na yun unless you did something na magbo-boom ulit yung market na yun. But most likely, wala na yung value ng CDs and DVD right now. And you need to part ways with that kind of investment. Di ba? It's very high risk, high reward. But there's a big chance that it won't work. Okay, number 3 thing that I learned is that never ever be a perfectionist. So ngayon, simple na lang yung sinasabi ko sa sarili ko. Especially sa mga times na gusto kong gawing perfect, sobrang perfect yung bagay na ginagawa ko to the point na hindi na siya natatapos. Lagi ko na tong sinasabi sa sarili ko na bakit kailangan mo maging perfecto, Mark? Bakit mo kailangan maging perfecto, Mark? Wala namang perfectong tao. All of us has flaws. Sobrang dami nating flaws. Diba? I'm trying to be the best person I can be, but there will be times na bakit kailangan mo impress yung isang tao for them to see you as the perfect person? Hindi naman yun yung tunay na ikaw. Diba? Parang niloko mo na yung sarili mo sa ganong situation. Maybe for some people, they see me as the boring person. Meron din naman interesado sa akin. Well, I don't care kung ano yung iniisip nila sa akin. Maybe good and maybe bad. I don't care. It's what they think. I can't control them. Maybe hindi lang nila gusto yung gusto ko. I may have things that they don't like. And wala akong problem about that. And I have no problem with people having different opinions. Kasi for me, it's actually much better for you to put yourself in a community where all of you have different opinions. Because that's the natural way of life. Losing is winning. Keep that in mind. Losing is winning. The only way you can learn more is that when you lose, when you are wrong, itatak nyo yan sa utak nyo. It's okay to lose. It's okay to do things wrong. We are not perfect. Never ever think and never ever let yourself down when you lose. Use that energy for you to grow, for you to do more. Don't let yourself down. People learn when they lose, when they do wrong. That is why sometimes I don't like teachers teaching you how to be right. I mean, teaching you the right thing, some way, somehow. That's a thing that I don't like in schools. Kasi they only teach the right things. They don't teach you how to cope up, how to learn things. I mean, may mga teachers din naman na ganun. And yung mga teachers na yun, sila yung nakakasundo ko, sila yung nakaka-vibe ko. Maybe yung mga teachers ko nakikinig sa akin ngayon. Most likely, they know who they are. And I'm very thankful for them. I have nothing against teachers, but I just don't like the way na ituturo mo lang yung tamang bagay. You should also teach how to cope up. You should also teach your students what to do when they do wrong things. Kapag nagkakamali sila, 'di ba? Maybe yung mga nakikinig sa akin, they won't agree about this. Siguro factor na yun kaya ganun yung isip ko kasi I'm a business-minded person in a way. I want to learn things by making mistakes. Just do and do. Minsan nga, sinasadya ko pa talagang magkamali para mas mabigyan ko ng importansya yung ginagawa ko. For me to learn more, minsan sinasadya ko talagang magkamali. I have this project last month na sobrang natagalan ako kasi nga nakalimutan ko lang isang line of code. I was stuck for 2 weeks dahil lang sa isang line na yun. Mas lalo ko na-appreciate yung website na ginawa kong yun. Sinabi ko sa friend ko that time, bro, sobrang na-stuck na ako dito. Matatagalan ako. I'm very sorry. Pero I'll do my best to fix this. And good thing na talaga after 2 weeks, yun nga, na-realize ko na yung mistake ko, which is that one line of code. Nakalimutan ko lang ilagay. I was searching and searching and searching and searching. Hindi ko makita and ako din pala makaka-realize nung nagawa kong mali. I like making mistakes. Kaya gusto ko nga actually yung mga essay. Kasi hindi mo na kailangan magkabisado ng mga sagot. Because in essays, you can do whatever you want. It may be wrong. It may be right. Nobody cares. Well, siguro yung professor mo na nagche-check, they care. But most of the time, we can express ourselves more when we do essays. That is why it's okay for you guys na madapa. There will be times in our life that madadapa tayo. We will make mistakes. Minsan pa nga malala yung consequence. We might be fired in a job. Let's say, for example, you might be kicked out in your room or anything. Basta, always remember that losing is winning in the long term. Because experiences are very important for us to grow. Always remember that. Next thing is that always take care of yourself mentally and physically. It's very important for us to also help ourselves to be better. Exercise, meditate, eat good food. Of course, other people, it won't work for them. But find a way for you to enjoy what you're doing. Let's say an exercise. Malay mo, na-enjoy mo pala yung Zumba, then do it. Maybe you like meditating, maybe you like yoga, maybe you like weightlifting or powerlifting or anything, exercise, running, swimming, anything. I recommend do something that will make you very happy and also help yourself mentally. It's very important for us, mentally and physically. Also eat good food. Drink a lot of water. Kahit na minsan mukha na tayong bloated kasi sobrang dami nating nainom na water. And it's okay. Think of the benefit of drinking water. It's very important. It's very basic. As much as possible, don't drink other things beside water na alam nyo namang unhealthy. Say for example, soft drinks. Wag naman tayong masanay na inom na lang tayo ng inom ng soft drinks, alcohol. Basta i-control lang natin yung sarili natin. It's okay to enjoy, maybe cheat day, something. Para syempre, hindi naman maging excessive yung lifestyle na gusto mong gawin. To the point na you're getting crazy, shit, hindi ako nakakain ng maayos. Tapos titigilan mo na yung healthy lifestyle mo and you're back to zero. Siyempre ayaw din naman nating mangyari yun kasi we need to be consistent. It's very important to be consistent with what you're doing, exercise, eating healthy, meditate, yoga or anything, stretch. It doesn't matter. Just do what you love and you're happy doing that thing. So please guys, take care of yourself. Wear a mask. It's very important right now. In this time of pandemic, wear a mask, bring alcohol, use a face shield or whatever you're using. It's very important for us to take care of ourselves. Next thing that I learned is that kapag nagpautang ka ng pera, don't expect na mababalik na yan. A lot of you will know that and most likely na-experience nyo na to na kapag may nangutang sa inyo, minsan sila pa yung galit kapag sinisingil mo sila. I see this a lot of times in social media na ayun nga, yung mga post nila na hinihingi na nga ni guy kay girl yung utang. Sila pa yung galit. Sila pa yung may ganang magalit. Sila na nga yung may utang. Kapal na mukha, diba? It's fucked up. Ikaw na nga yung nangutang. Tapos ikaw pa yung magagalit. Di mo ba na-realize yun? Kaya for me, para mawala na yung negativity ng ganun, na makikipag-away pa ako sa nangutang sa akin. Well, ito, nag-a-apply lang to siguro for small bills lang. Pero in big, let's say for big money, well, hindi naman ako ganun na nagpapautang ng malaking pera. But hindi ko na ina-expect na mababalik yon. Say, nangutang sa akin yung guy ng 100 pesos. Hindi ko na ina-expect na mababalik yon. Well, speaking of 100 pesos na utang, I remember may nangutang sa akin yung friend ko. Kinalabit niya ako. He said, Mark, pwedeng pautang naman ng 100 pesos. And I said to him, saan mo gagamitin tong pera na to? Sabi niya sa akin, and this is what I don't like kapag nangungutang ka. He said, gagamitin ko kasi inom ako mamaya. Sabi ko sa isip ko, what? Tama ba yung narinig ko? Nangungutang ka para lang uminom. Okay sana kung mangungutang ka, let's say, gagamitin mo sa family mo or pang-uwi mo. But using it for something that's not really important, hindi ko ma-explain bakit nila ginagawa yun. Well, that's for me. I don't know with you guys. I don't care, but that's my opinion. So let's go to the next one. Always bring. This is very funny. Always bring an extra short. Short meaning shorts na sinusuot when you're working out. Kasi mahirap na. Ilang beses na rin ako napunitan ng shorts. And that experience is very bad. I remember na lagi ko siyang ginagawa and I always forget to bring an extra when I'm working out. What's funny for me is, hindi agad siya napupunit eh. Merong 2 stages before mapunit talaga before bumuka ng buo yung shorts mo. What's funny for me is naramdaman ko na yung unang part tapos hindi ako tumigil. Nag-workout pa ulit ako. And that time naalala ko I was doing squats. Buti na lang talaga hindi napunit yung underwear ko. And pagbaba ko may biglang and I felt it. It was very funny, not only for me but also for everyone that was in the gym. Umuwi ako noon, naalala. Well, buti na lang talaga may extra akong pants noon and hindi ko na tinuloy yung workout kasi napunit na nga yung shorts ko. What I did, I changed my clothes and I went home. But long story short, always bring an extra short when you're working out. Mahirap na. Consistency is key. No matter what thing that is. Maybe relationship, maybe your mental health, maybe your eating habits, maybe the way how you study, how you do your work. We need to be consistent. Kasi 'di ba naiisip natin lagi, even me, I still struggle with this till now. And naisip ko lagi na bakit ba hindi ko na-reach yung goals ko? And alam naman natin agad syempre 'di ba yung sagot doon. We need to be consistent. What we did when we started, we should be always doing it every day, every day. Let's say for an example, eating or no, drinking water na lang. I have this jug that I always use and lagi kong sinasabi sa sarili ko na I should drink at least 2 jugs of water every day. Buti na lang naging consistent ako and it's very helpful for me. I don't realize it nung time na nag-start ako but in the long way I realized na it helped me. Kahit konti lang yung tulong but it is a good way to start. What I recommend is do things that is very easy for you. Let's say for an example, waking up early. Wake up every day. Let's say 7 a.m. wake up every day. It will make you be better if you wake up maybe in the morning but it depends kung ano yung lifestyle mo. You might be working at night. So, hindi gagana to sa atin. Hindi yan gagana sa inyo. But you get the point. You need to be consistent on what you're doing. Whatever that is, consistency is key. Stick to your plan. Huwag kang pabago-bago ng isip. Sayang yung time. That's why it's okay to be not perfect. Walang matatapos kung pabago-bago ka ng isip. It's okay for you and for your output not to be that perfect. Kasi sayang yung time. Well, syempre, wag nyo naman din gawin na parang shitty yung result. But it's okay to change things. But in a way, at least minimal lang yung baguhin mo. Don't change the macro perspective of what you're doing. Just change siguro little details. Always stick to your plan. Say stick to your goals. Focus on your goals. Focus on what do you want to achieve. Diba? Consistency is key. Being consistent is a part of this one. Stick to your plan. Be consistent. Nagugulo yung isip nyo when you always change. That is why as much as possible, be consistent. Stick to your plan. I always see a lot of people doing this. What I want to point out is that don't be rude to waiters, janitors, security guards. Kasi sobrang valuable ng ginagawa nila. But we don't realize it. Diba? They always do the hard work. They always do the hard things. Sometimes nga, sinasacrifice pa nila yung buhay nila para sa atin. Hindi natin sila kilala. Hindi rin nila tayo kilala. And sobrang bait nila kasi they help us even though hindi nila tayo kilala. They sacrifice for us even though they don't know us. Let's always help them. Actually, nakagawaan ko na to. Na tulungan yung mga janitors and waiters. And I highly recommend you also do this. What I always do is after I eat or after me and my family eats in a restaurant, we always fix our plates after eating. It's a very good way, even though sobrang small lang ng effort, pero ang laki ng tulong nun for those people who's gonna clean your table. Para sa kanila, nakakataba ng puso yan kasi in a way, kahit sabihin nating trabaho nila yon, nakakatuwa gawin kasi nakikita mo silang masaya kahit ang liit lang ng effort na binigay mo. Ayusin mo lang yung plates mo. Very big impact na yon para sa day nila. It might be the best thing that she experienced or he experienced in that day. Instead na may gawin silang iba, kinukuha nila yung time para linisin lang yung table mo kasi sobrang kalat. And you have a lot of time to fix it. Then, why not help them? It's a very simple thing to do and I highly recommend you do it. Lalo na kapag lumalabas kayo. For janitors, say for example, kapag nagmamap sila, lagi kong iniiwasan yung minamapa nila kasi sayang eh. Diba? Nilinisan na nga nila tas dudumihan mo ulit. Well, in a way, that's their work but let's help them kasi tayo din naman yung nakikinabang. They just do the hard work but tayo nakikinabang. let's help them. It's a very good way. Sobrang small lang ng effort para gawin yon, and for the person you're helping, sobrang nakakataba ng puso para sa kanila na nakikita nila yung ibang tao na tinutulungan sila. I highly recommend you guys do it. This one's very important. Never surround yourself with negative people. They will bring you down. Most likely, they will fuck your life up. Kaya never ever surround yourself with negative people. And kapag sinurround mo yung sarili mo with negative people, most likely, you'll also be negative. You will most probably bring other people down. I don't want that to happen. I want to help you guys. That is why I'm making this podcast. I want to help people. Gusto kong gawing positive itong podcast na to for as much as possible. I want to help people even in simple ways. And one thing that you can do to help people is that wag mong ikalat yung negative energy mo. If you feel negative, go the fuck away and then consume that negativity. And after you consume that negativity, then go back. I think ayun yung ginagawa ko actually when I'm mad. Rule ko to sa buhay ko, I only have 5 minutes for me to be mad. After that 5 minutes, tapos na, I'm okay with it. I'll move on. It's very helpful, especially, let's say for an example, nag-away kami ng kapatid ko. Nagalit ako sa kanya, nagalit siya sa akin. After ng argument namin, lalabas ako or magpapahangin lang ako. And then, ibubuhos ko yung galit ko for 5 minutes. After that 5 minutes, I'm okay. Bababa na ako. I'll say sorry to my sister or to my brother. And I think that's the best way for our personal relationships to be more healthy. Ayun lang yung marirecommend ko sa inyo kasi hindi rin naman ako palagalit na tao, and my friends know that ako yung tahimik na tao na nasa tabi lang lagi. Don't ever impress someone with your fake personality. I see this with a lot of people. They always do it. It's not the true you. Isipin mo yun. Linoloko mo yung sarili mo kapag ginagawa mo to. 'Di ba? Just because ayaw nila yung totoong ikaw, is that a reason for you to change your personality? Para makapag-cope up ka sa friend group na yun? Or sa workmates mo? What if ayaw mo talaga yun? It's much better for you to show what your true self is. Mas okay pa nga na magalit sila sa totoong ikaw kaysa magustuhan ka nila sa ayaw mo naman. 'Di ba? Kung ayaw ka nila, then go find someone or other people that will like you. Sabi ko nga kanina, things won't always work for you. So don't impress someone or never ever do something that will just impress someone. Please lang, don't do it. Never ever let other people control your life. It's your life. Hindi ka naman robot para i-control ng ibang tao. It's your life. Do what you want. Do what you want. Just be yourself. But also, alamin nyo rin yung limits nyo. Another thing that I learned is that I need to have an insurance. I know for some of you this will be boring, but it's very important, lalo na kapag alam nyo kung gaano ka-importante yung insurance. And most likely, I'll be talking about this in the future. I'll be talking with a guest about this. But it's very important for you to be protected. 'Di ba? Pinoprotektahan natin yung phone natin. Meron tayong phone case. Kaya nga tayo nagsusuot ng helmet. Kaya nga tayo may antivirus sa computer natin. Kaya nga tayo may car insurance. Para masigurado nating protected tayo. And that also applies with insurance. It's very important for you to get it. Kahit sa ang company, wala namang difference. Well, they have different products, but they all do the same purpose. It is also important for you to get someone, a financial planner that knows what they're talking about, because they're gonna be the one who's gonna be responsible for you to have a good future. So, kung hindi nila alam yung pinag-uusapan nila, then ikaw rin yung magsasacrifice in the late stage of your life. So, get someone who knows everything, at least knows how to make a plan for you that works, that is fit for you, fit for your budget, fit for what you want to have. Those are things na very important when you get an insurance. It's also a way for you to enjoy your life more kasi alam mong protected ka eh. You appreciate your life more when you have life insurance. You live your life to the fullest because you know you're protected. That's the feeling of having an insurance. It's very important. Basta, it's very important, it's very critical. As much as possible nga, mas maaga eh, kasi it's cheaper. Sa totoo lang, it's cheaper, very cheap kumuha ng insurance as early as possible. If you guys want to talk about it more, basta hit me up. It's very important. Just go get it for you to be protected when you're sick or something happened. Please help yourself. Get it as early as possible. Next thing that I want to talk about is about promises. Never promise something na hindi mo naman pala gagawin. Medyo malapit to sa akin kasi I also did this. Nag-promise ako pero hindi ko naman pala gagawin. It's very hard for me kasi I don't know what to do next. But I think kapag ginawa nyo to or kapag ginawa ko to, I think the best way is to say sorry. Say sorry. Nagkamali ka and you realize na nagkamali ka. And never ever deny na nagkamali ka. And be sincere when you say sorry and be true. Huwag kang magsusorry na para lang magkabati kayo. Magsorry ka kasi alam mong ayun yung dapat mong gawin. And for all of you na may kasalanan ako in the past or I made some promises to you, I'm very sorry. I mean it. I know I made a mistake, but I understand if you don't accept it. It's okay with me, I understand. But I want to say I'm sorry. Don't take something or someone for granted. Let's say for an example, tumulong ka, you help someone. Don't expect anything for return. Hindi tulong tawag dun eh. Taking someone for granted, that's bad. Or something for granted, let's say food. A lot of people don't have access for food and it made me appreciate what I eat. Naging mas thankful ako na may kinakain ako lagi araw-araw, may iniinom akong tubig araw-araw. Kaya ngayon hindi na ako nagsasayang ng pagkain talaga. When I was a kid, hindi ko kinakain yung baon ko because I hate it. But now, it made me realize that a lot of people don't have access at food. Kaya as much as possible, kahit ayaw ko yung pagkain, I'll try to eat it. I always think of this when I'm eating something that I don't like or consume something that I don't like. Last thing that I want to talk about is about time. Don't waste your time because time is the greatest asset. If you're not doing anything right now, then go do something. Most of us, even me, still take this for granted. Hindi natin nare-realize, hindi ko nare-realize din na minsan sinasayang ko yung time for things na hindi ko naman ine-enjoy. As much as possible, I maximize what I do. I always do what I love. It's very important. Huwag niyong sayangin yung oras niyo para sa maling tao, sa maling bagay. Kasi in the long run, ayaw din naman natin nasabihin natin sa sarili natin in some point in time. Let's say for an example, kapag tumanda na tayo, na sayang hindi ko ginawa yun. Sayang hindi ako nag-start ng business. sayang di ko kinuha yung job opportunity na yun. So please don't waste your time. It's very important. It's our greatest asset. Hindi natin alam kung kailan tayo mawawala sa mundong to. So let's maximize our time. Just go try anything. Actually, I learned this a while ago when I was listening to another podcast na just go try everything and go find something that you will enjoy and then go do it. Yung pinapakinggan kong podcast, sabi niya, there are a lot of people that makes $500,000 a year but they don't like what they do. But he also has friends that who makes only $50,000 a year but they enjoy their life. Kasi they do what they love. They maximize their time. They consume their time with what they love. Might be your passion, might be your business, basta anything. Don't waste your time, please. Sinasabi ko rin to sa isip ko ngayon na please Mark, please don't waste your time. Time is very important. Your time is the most expensive thing in this world. Kaya don't ever waste your time. Do as much things as possible in a day. Be productive and be kind and happy. So guys, those are things that I learned for the past 22 years. Di ko alam kung ilan yung sinabi ko na yon, and hindi ko rin masabi rin lahat ng natutunan ko in my life kasi ayun lang natatandaan ko by the time I recorded this. But those are some things that struck me. Those are my realizations. And I want to go back to this episode by the time na, let's say for an example, after 20 years, gusto ko rin pakinggan kung ano yung natutunan ko na by that time and yung natutunan ko now. So I want to compare what I did. I know medyo matagal din yung last time na nag-record ako. I think it's already been 1.5 weeks, and as much as possible I'm trying to upload and create more things. But syempre, gusto ko din naman yung episode ko maging valuable para sa mga nakikinig. I want my episodes to be as much as informative as possible. And I think in the next episode, I'm gonna be having guests. I won't spoil you kung sino magiging guest natin next episode. But this will be fun kasi this podcast is also a way for me to learn. This is a way for me, sabi ko nga sa inyo in the last episode, for me to get a mentor. I'm trying to find something that will work for me, for a business or basta I'm using this not only for me but also for you guys. Kasi in the future, you might like one of my guests. You might like what they do. And pag-uusapan namin yung mga things na ginagawa nila and how you guys can also start that kind of thing. I want to help you. I also request na i-share nyo to sa mga friends nyo or someone that you think that this podcast will be very valuable to them. Please share it and I'll be very appreciated by it, and especially your comments and your suggestions. Please message me or hit me up in any social media platform. Nandyan naman ako lagi in Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Basta everything. Also on Spotify. So I'll be putting my links up in the description so you can guys hit me up if you have suggestions or any comments, or if you just want to talk to me, just hit me up. I'm available like 16 hours a day. As much as possible, I want to reach out to every one of you. Na one-on-one. I'll try to do it. If you message me, I'll be there. Just hit me up. So thank you guys. And again, this is a very exciting day for me to interact with you in this platform. And see you in the next episode.